Most English words form their plural by adding s or es. Words ending with the letter s normally have plurals with es, but words ending in us sometimes can have plurals with I. So it may be no surprise that the plural of octopus is the subject of some confusion, but there's even more in the history of this word that makes pluralizing it tricky. English words ending in us are often words that English borrowed from Latin, such as fungus. Latin words like this have plurals ending in I, so English kept the Latin plural form. For this reason, it looks like the plural of octopus should be octopi. But the Latin word for octopus is actually polypus, which means many-footed. In fact, until 100 years ago, polypus was the standard English word used to describe an octopus. Now, polypus is hardly ever used with that meaning in English. It's been completely overtaken by the word octopus. The Latin and English word polypus had the plural polypi. The word octopus is not from Latin at all. It is from ancient Greek. The ancient Greek word for octopus was octorpus. Octorpus is a compound word made up of octor, meaning 8, which is the reason an octagon has 8 sides, and pus, meaning foot. Therefore, octorpus means 8-footed. However, the word was rare. The speeches, histories, and poetry of ancient Greece didn't tend to feature an octopus. This presents a problem for us, because it means we can't find an example of the plural of the word octorpus in ancient Greek texts. Instead, we must look to words with a similar construction to see how they form plurals in Greek. One such word is Oedipus, the name of the infamous mythological character Oedipus, known for killing his father and marrying his mother. Oedipus means swollen-footed. Legend suggests his name came from the way his ankles were bound together when he was abandoned as a newborn baby. The grim events of Oedipus's life were the subject of Greek tragedies, including 2 written by Sophocles, named Oedipus the King and Oedipus at Colonus. A Greek poem written centuries later praises Sophocles for those tragedies, saying, "The 2 Oedipuses confirmed you, Sophocles, to be first in the company of tragic poets." This passage gives us the plural of Oedipus, Oedipodes, and therefore reveals that the plural of octorpus is octorpodes. The equivalent plural in English would be spelt like this. But how do you say it? Octopodes? 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 It's never really been settled, and it makes this plural too confusing to have ever entered common use. Instead, the most widely used plural of octopus in English is octopuses, which simply takes octopus and adds es, the regular English plural ending for words ending in s. It's quite normal for English to borrow words from other languages and add English plural endings. For example, the word giraffe comes from Arabic, but unlike Arabic, English makes it plural by adding s. The word tycoon is borrowed from Japanese, a language which doesn't make plurals for nouns in the same way as other languages. So English invents a new plural, tycoons. The pattern of usage of the 3 plurals of octopus over time looks like this. Initially, when octopus was analysed as a Latin word, the plural octopi was most popular, but it has decreased in usage as people realised that there was no Latin word octopi. Most people prefer octopuses, but the question of which plural is best is still controversial. Dictionaries will normally give all 3 plurals as acceptable, while the argument rages on. Which one do you prefer? Did anything in this video surprise you? Are there features of English you've always wondered about? Comment below, like and subscribe.